El Ha-Olam, ever-living God. You hold eternity in your breath, and yet dwell among those subject to death. Remind me that life is a vapor, but your promises are forever. Let me live with joyful urgency, anchored in eternity. Yehovah Elohi El Ha-Olam. Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me, and cover me and stir me, and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Ecclesiastes chapter 9. I applied myself to Aleph Tav, all of this, sifted through it, and concluded that the righteous and the wise, along with Aleph Tav, their deeds, are in God's hands. A person cannot know whether these people and deeds will be rewarded with love or with hatred. All options are open. Anything can happen to anyone. The same thing can happen to the righteous as to the wicked, to the good and clean, to the unclean and to the unclean, to someone who offers a sacrifice and to someone who doesn't offer a sacrifice. It is the same for a good person as for a sinner, for someone who takes an oath rashly as for someone who fears to take an oath. This is another evil among all those done under the sun, that the same events can occur to anyone. Truly, the human mind is full of evil, and as long as people live, folly is in their hearts, after which they go to be with the dead. For as long as a person is linked with the living, there is hope. Better to be a living dog than a dead lion. For the living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing. There is no longer any reward for them, because all memory of them is lost. What they loved, what they hated, and what they envied all disappeared long ago, and they no longer have a share in anything done under the sun. So go, eat your bread with joy, and drink your wine with a happy heart, for God has already accepted, Aleph Tav, your deeds. Let your clothing always be white, and never fail to perfume your head. Enjoy life with the wife you have loved throughout your meaningless life, and that has given you under the sun all the days of your futility. For that is your allotted portion in life, and in your labor that you worked under the sun. Whatever task comes your way to do, it is with all your strength, because in Sheol where you will go, there is neither working nor planning, neither knowledge nor wisdom. Yet another thing I observed under the sun is that races aren't won by the swift or battles by the strong, and that food doesn't go to the wise or wealth to the intelligent or favor to the experts. Rather, time and chance rule Aleph Tav them all. For people don't know when Aleph Tav their time will come any more than the fish taken in the fatal net, or birds caught in a snare. Similarly, people are snared in an unfortunate time when suddenly it falls on them. Here is something else I have seen as wisdom under the sun, and it seemed important to me. There was a small town with a few people in it. A great king came to attack it. He surrounded it and built massive siege works against it. Now there was found in it a man who was poor but wise, and by wisdom he saved Aleph Tav the city. Yet afterwards nobody remembered Aleph Tav, that poor man. So although I say that wisdom is better than strength, nevertheless the poor man's wisdom is despised. Nobody paid attention to what he says. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this fascinating 9th chapter of Ecclesiastes? We can love Yehovah by living joyfully within the portions He provides. Love Yehovah by honoring time as sacred and fleeting. Love Yehovah by giving full effort to what He places in your hands. How can we love our neighbors as Yeshua loves us? By celebrating their portion, encouraging contentment without comparison. How can we bear one another's burdens? By reminding others that their life, however short, is not forgotten by Yehovah. What are the top 3 fruits of the Spirit found? 1. Joy. Even in mortality, we are called to rejoice in Yehovah's daily gifts. 2. Goodness. The instruction to eat, drink, and love well is rooted in divine kindness. 3. Self-control. Living wisely under the shadow of death requires measured decisions and restraint. What is the Hebrew word that encapsulates this chapter? Halah. Halech. Portion. Allotment. Share. Reference, verse 9, anchor sentence. Halech reminds us that what Yehovah gives us in life is sacred, time-bound, and meant to be received with gratitude. At Sefer Insight, Halech, amplified meaning, what is fenced in and measured by divine instruction still contains mystery, but it is yours to steward within the limits of time. How can we find Yeshua in the scriptures? Yeshua said, work while it is day. John 9 verse 4, honoring time's brevity. He broke bread with joy before sorrow in His final hours. His resurrection turns death into the beginning of an eternal chelech. Mitzvah response, Torah-based, mitzvah. Deuteronomy 12 verse 7, you shall rejoice before Yehovah your God in all you undertake. A response might look like this: I will rejoice in the portion Yehovah has assigned me and live fully in gratitude and humility. Hebrew declaration: Halachi b'chayim ad olam, ashmech b'cha Yehovah. My portion is in life. I will rejoice in you, Yehovah, forever. We'll end with the Aaronic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and He will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of His being toward you, bringing order, and He will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of His being and look upon you and set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.